everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Vikings are number 1 in pass TDs, and they go up against the Falcons defense that will try to keep them out of the end zone.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Now Ryan on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. On the screen, this is Coleman. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And he knocks it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The tight end in motion right. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down now after the incompletion. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. In motion right is Jones. Coleman now. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
3 yards to go here on second down. Now it's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They go play action with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Jones will come now in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is Coleman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Slot man moves right. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. Gabriel, the man in motion. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This from 42 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards for number 11. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A good pickup there at 22. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space. No gain.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. A.J. Green closing in on 100 yards receiving. He's at 96 right now. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
His throw incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Second down following the incompletion.
Watch time. No. Check. Patriot.
Diggs going in motion right.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Diggs going in motion right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Shit.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Defense showing blitz. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle. It's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion.
No. Check. Patriot. Back to
They're going to try and throw. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Minnesota 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
All right, here we go.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Rudolph has it left side. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. He dropped it. couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. A.J. Green off to a big start catching the football in that one. Up over 100 yards already. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Case Keenum with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Ryan on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Ryan drops it off for Coleman. Still fighting for more. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go with Murray again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tech McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw here. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st down, Murray. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Gone. Back to that Philly.
They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Case Keenum, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the big tight end shifting around. They begin the drive with Coleman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. To throw is Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Gabriel, the man in motion. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here comes the D swarming to the line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A dump down to McKinnon. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
They go play action here on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now back to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Second down, here's Ryan. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hogan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And now a first down following that long gain. Try to run it in with Murray. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Back to throw.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Crockett Gilmore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket. for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 11 yards for number 11.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second down now after the pass completion. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing now is Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And give that one to the Cardinals as they wind up winners. Tom Savage, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. Now Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One last shot for Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Varga with 1 second remaining. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Here they come, here they come, here they come. On. There we go. That's a touchdown, that's it. There you go.
So they're going to go for 2.
Single. Ready, 25. 83 speed.
Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And the slot man goes in motion left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here.